Hey YouTube! Today we're going to be taking a look at a patch job that I did with a knockdown texture. Hopefully it shows you exactly how to take care of it, and let's proceed.
So in this instance is one of the few times where I actually still like to use mesh tape. So since the repair is so small, I will actually stuff mesh tape in there and then go over top of it with fiber fuse. And if you see there how I pushed this in, it gives the mud something to grip to in the backside. It's typically not required for these kind of small patches, but in this instance, it's just kind of giving you a good idea of what you do. I usually like to do this to light box patches as well. So the mud I'm going to be using today is going to be a 5-minute quick set light mud. I like this mud over USG. It's a lot nicer. So we got our bucket of water here and a pan.
Now what I didn't show in that last clip was mixing the mud to the consistency of peanut butter. And you want to mix it pretty well so that way you have no clumps in there, but that should be the perfect consistency for doing this kind of stuff.
So this is, I'll take the mud and we'll apply it. I'll first press it in there. Set it back. Some people might call this redundant, but I'm going to do this anyway. So I'll stick the fiber fuse over top of there. I just think it gives it a smoother base. And then I like to bring it all the way around. Okay, now we are ready for our second coat. Mix the mud just a little bit more wet this time, and we're just going to skim over it. Now this patch is ready for sponging and texture. So when it comes to sponging, you want to sponge the edges, do not sponge the center. I also like to do it with the mud just a little bit wet. And I just drag the sponge across it just lightly. Very, very lightly. Now you can do this when it's dry as well. So it's a bit, I find it to be a bit easier to blend the knockdown in when it's wet. Okay, so we wait about 5 more minutes and then we can texture. Okay, so when it comes to texture, there's a few ways we can do this. We have these stencils that I picked up from Wallboard. They're different, they have all your different sizes. You have a heavy, you have a medium, and you have a small. They were the best texture inside probably matches this the best. Then you have what I affectionately call a poofer. Basically, you fill up the little reservoir with mud and you shoot it up on the ceiling and then you knock it down with a knockdown knife. There are other methods too, such as using a hopper, texture machine, and or just doing it by hand and actually putting it up there with the knife yourself and just dabbing it on there. I will not be doing that mode, as I'll be actually using this blue stencil today. So the best way to do this is to take your stencil, set it on there where you want it to go. If it doesn't fit all over, we'll adjust that later. And then you take your mud and you fill over top of it. If you have excess over top of it, we'll sponge that away relatively soon. The stencil should just hold itself up there. Okay, now peel it down. And we can do that since our main patch is now done. We can come in and we can sponge that down, and then we'll wait 10 more minutes and then we can do the sides. Just take the stencil and we set it where we think it would make the most sense. We'll clean this up with a knockdown knife afterwards. Okay. Okay. Hope you enjoyed this video. That's how you do a knockdown patch with a stencil. Like I said, there's many other ways to texture this. I just found this to be one of the easiest and quickest ways to do it. Very mess-free. It's completely mess-free if you know what you're doing.
Well, there we go. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe, and I will try to make more of these. Thank you.